I'm always curious the data of how many people are signed up for a Planet Fitness membership and don't actually end up going, and they get passive money through that way.
So he talked about Planet Fitness's model. He said their model is reliant on only 10% of people coming.
Showing up.
He said that if for any reason, like 20, 30, 40 or more percent of people showed up, Planet Fitness would have to shut down.
Wow.
Because their facility...
It's not big enough, right?
They've sold probably 100 times the memberships in that area that they could even fit in the facility. So, or I guess 90 times, right? Because 10% of the people. So, their business model is sell the $10 a month. The thing about $10 a month is that you don't care if you don't use $10 a month.
It's a small amount of, it's like your typical like subscription payment for like Netflix or something like that. Like you're gonna be, it's just $10. Like, not gonna think about it. Compared to like, if you're paying $50 a month for a gym,
Fitness, something like that.
You're like, okay, this is actually like a monthly payment I gotta like set aside for and think about. And like, like say you're trying to cut costs back, the $50 gym membership is going to be way more appealing to cut back than the $10 one.
Yes.
And it all depends on how much you use it. Like you said, like it's going to be, and they're like, it's, $10 for this one gym membership. I can go whenever I want. Like that's an easy moneymaker to get someone just to spend a little bit of cash.
Exactly. And they're also, so they sell on that, on the
it makes sense.
percentage, and then they also sell on the fact that these people have fake motivation. Like they just have their hype. They don't need to sell it. You're already hyped up about thinking you might go to the gym.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
And I'm sure their equipment doesn't break that often either, because it's advertised to not slam your weights, like be very like gentle, cautious, whatever. So you probably get a lot less broken equipment too, and that's less you have to spend on it.
Yeah.
So maybe they're not actually judgment free. They're just, let's make as much money as possible.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
Judgment free is a fucking gimmick.
Yeah,
dude.
it's how they get you, because you're like, I won't be judged here. Even though you are judged if you're too big.
Yeah, you're the only person they judge is if you're actually jacked.
Yeah, and that's like usually, I don't know if you notice this, but usually like the largest people sometimes are like the nicest person in the gym. Like I don't like sometimes they're scary, but like then they're like, oh no, you can use that. Like,
I always
so
talk
friendly
to these guys too. Like when I worked out at Stockton is the worst university in terms of fitness areas.
Equipment.
It is